one and all, to the Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast for our preview and predictions for Wrestlemania. I am the devilishly handsome outlaw himself, your king of extreme, Phil KOE, joined by my indomitable broadcast partner,
utterly confused but elated Tony fucking G. I'm trying to, yes, like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff, but hopefully none of you other fine folk watching this as it gets uploaded are having the same issues I am, but the network is not working perfectly for me. So we are all doing the same damn thing trying to log on to that show, huh? We are going to fire through this here. Phil and myself live in studio, joined by...
your future triple champ chicken. Thanks for having me, fellas.
He keeps saying that triple champ shit, and I just don't get it.
Well, we'll get there.
All right, so let's jump right into this. Start off with one I'm sure we were all looking forward to: Aleister Black versus Bobby Lashley, and maybe with Lana.
Chicken, you want to take this one first?
I don't know. I was trying to figure out where the storyline and the plot is in this one, and I couldn't find one, so I'm just picking Aleister Black. Like, there's no feud here. I don't get it.
Yeah. I'm. That's my prediction is Aleister Black. I think this might be like a 2-3 minute match.
Yeah, I also have Aleister Black because I don't see any reason he should lose this match ever.
No, not at all.
Easy pick there. How about Elias versus King Corbin?
Really, I'm suspecting match of the night. It's really the reason we're all here. But again, from one king to another king, I gotta go with King Corbin on this one.
I got King Corbin as well. I think I'd love to see Elias take this one. I like him a lot, but I think this is all set up for Corbin.
I as well had Corbin, but wasn't this set up by Gronk? It'd be fun to see Gronk jump in here for some reason, and I don't know, Gronk win it. That'd be funny.
I could see that.
Sure, let's go with that.
I could see some chicanery with Gronk. All right, Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins. And mind you, we don't know the order. We don't even know which matches are going to be on which night, but we're going down what I've got on the sheet here. Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins.
Kevin Owens is light. Kevin Owens is love. Kevin Owens is going to be the winner at WrestleMania. Chicken?
I'm with Phil on this one. I got KO.
Fair enough. You know, and I think that one, honestly, that match alone on a grander stage would have been probably contender for a match of the night. So hopefully they can string it together and put out a pretty memorable, because this has been a long building feud. I think this has real potential, so we will see how it goes. Still technical difficulties on the network's end, but we do what we can, folks. We are literally like 10 minutes out from kickoff, so fingers crossed.
We endure what we must.
Phil's even off screen. We are working blue here for the predictions, folks.
Woo!
Sami Zayn versus Daniel Bryan for the Intercontinental title.
Chicken, who you got? I'm gonna let you go first.
I'm taking. I wanted Daniel Bryan, but I don't think it's gonna happen yet. I'm sticking with Zayn.
All right. Actually, I think just because of the 50-50 booking of the last time Zayn and Bryan faced off at WrestleMania, Bryan came out on top. I'm going with Zayn here. He just got the belt. I don't see him taking it off yet.
I'm going out on a limb here, KOE Nation, Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast Nation, and I'm picking No, I believe the winner will be Yes!
Right.
Yes! We need some feel-good moments for this WrestleMania, and Daniel Bryan walking away with the Intercontinental title, that's one. And I say yes to this Booker's Bourbon.
Yeah, there's not going to be a crowd to celebrate with, so definitely not going to be Daniel Bryan, in my opinion.
Gotta have some different pick from all y'all. You're all just copying the King of Extreme here. So.
Mine have been down for plenty of time. All right.
Don't throw facts in my face like so much of a thing.
Street Profits. Street Profits defending the Raw Tag Team titles against
Who cares? It's the Street Profits.
Austin Theory and Angel Garza. Yeah, I got the Street Profits.
Street Profits.
Yeah. We all got Street Profits here. Let's be frank.
This has been a match that kind of fell apart because it was going to be, I think, a completely different team, and then God, somebody had to drop out. Andrade had to drop out. Yeah, the Street Profits, obviously. Sasha Banks versus Bayley versus Lacey Evans versus Tamina versus Naomi in a 5-way match for the SmackDown Women's title.
Chicken, who you got in this one?
Last time I went against Bayley and picked Naomi on the last pick I had. I am going to go against Bayley on here, but I'm going to go with Sasha instead.
I actually have Sasha as well.
You know, I've heard this said in some fantasy bookings elsewhere, and it's too perfect. I think we're going to have oh no, is Sasha Banks going to Sasha Banks on Bayley again? And then, ooh, Bayley, Sasha Banks on Sasha Banks, and
wow.
Bayley retains.
Okay. All right. Phil's got a couple contrarian. Otherwise, we're right down the line. I don't know about this one, guys. Goldberg versus Braun Strowman for the Universal title.
Chicken, as our guest, we'll let you go first.
This is almost a coin toss for me because is Goldberg actually gonna be relevant in the future? There's so much up in the air with how we're proceeding after WrestleMania. So this is tough. I don't think they had anything planned for Braun. So maybe they do, maybe they don't. I'm sticking with Goldberg.
Ooh, Goldberg.
You
know what?
I'm in the same boat. Like Goldberg, I don't see him being on TV anytime after Mania, but Braun was such a last-minute replacement, and what did they have moving forward for him? So I don't know, but I'm going to go with Braun.
It is a smart pick because you know Braun will be there the next day, and they do have some cost-cutting measures they're going to have to take with all this, but at the end of the day, Goldberg is going to pull away with this because he brings the ratings. He brings the thunder.
It's not looking good for your champ, folks. I'm not loving my picks all of a sudden. Becky Lynch defends the Raw Women's title versus Shayna Baszler. It's been a year since she won the title. Will she retain here?
Chicken?
I guess I get to be the first picker on all of these.
I've got all mine picked.
I'm just copying him.
And you saved the best for last, Phil KOE. So
I got Becky. Becky retains.
I can't pick Becky. I'm sorry. I feel like they've been building this year long. The man as the champ. Baszler's too strong. They got to put Baszler over here.
To me, I was going to open it up with, so who do you have and why is it Shayna Baszler? Yeah, it's going to be
All
Shayna
right.
Baszler. You can't just cane her over the entire women's division and not give her the W here, okay?
Oh, you could. You could.
Don't.
All right. Yeah,
Okay.
I agree.
But yeah, I got Baszler here.
Whew. This one, I feel like I don't know what to expect here, but The Undertaker versus AJ Styles in a Boneyard match. I was telling Phil earlier, I assumed that the Boneyard match is going to be very similar to a Buried Alive match. They just changed the name, given the current climate of the world, to sound less fear-inducing. I have The Undertaker because it's WrestleMania. That simple as that.
Chicken, who you got?
For that reason and because it's the fucking Undertaker, I'll take her all the way.
In keeping with my reasoning for picking Daniel Bryan that we need feel-good wins for this WrestleMania more than ever, going Undertaker.
Fair enough.
I mean, if there was an actual crowd, we could do a potential retirement angle. We can't retire Taker here.
Oh God, no! No. AJ Styles would be kind of perfect for that, but no crowd, no way. Let's slide over here.
It's gonna be great watching AJ wrestle himself around the Undertaker.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. The Usos versus The Miz and Morrison versus New Day for the SmackDown Tag Titles in a ladder match. This would have been one of those crazy good matches in front of 70,000 plus. I'm hoping they tone it down for their own sake and their own longevity a bit here and don't go absolutely batshit. But I have Miz and Morrison to retain the titles.
I have Miz and Morrison by a Miz Corona cough right onto somebody, knocks him over, and he gets the 1, 2, 3 right there with that.
Okay. Wow.
So we confirm the Miz is gonna be in this match? Because if so, I agree. I think it's Miz and Morrison. But if there is no Miz, I got Usos. So I don't know. Maybe this is our tiebreaker match if Miz doesn't show up for it.
If the Miz doesn't show up, I got New Day. Is that fair?
If,
and then tell me
if
who
Miz doesn't show up, I'll stick with Morrison.
Morrison on his okay. We got us some. All right. Good luck.
So you have.
I got the Miz and Morrison if they're together. If they don't show up, New Day does sell some good T-shirts.
Okay. All right.
And you got the Usos. All right. We got us.
Perfect.
I got Miz and Morrison if Miz shows up, though. Don't get me
The
wrong.
belt might come down to this fucking match.
Yeah, it could be this match. Let's do this one. Otis versus Dolph Ziggler, and maybe with Mandy Rose. It's been a fun build, as stupid as the whole storyline is. I'm actually looking forward to it. I think they're going to put on a pretty good match. I got Otis because it's the feel-good win.
I'm kind of the same. It's got to be Otis. Come on.
Yeah. Name's Otis.
The angle doesn't make sense with Dolph Ziggler with the win.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I could see Ziggler doing something heelish to pick up a nasty win.
But Mandy Rose.
Or Mandy Rose. Got me second guess. No, I'm sticking with Otis.
She hits Otis from behind in the jubblies. Oh, be perfect.
This one, I went back and forth a lot on. I'm still not sure if I'm sticking with my pick, but Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte for the NXT Women's title.
Y'all want me to go first?
Go ahead.
Woo! Charlotte Flair is going to bring a new era to the NXT Women's division and ratings.
Chicken, go ahead.
Yeah, I kind of batted back and forth on this one. It was, do you have, we get some Flair in NXT running it, or are we going to see legitimacy come out of NXT if they can take out Charlotte? So it's, I stick with Charlotte. I don't like that angle. I like the angle with Charlotte running the NXT there and giving them some class.
I kind of had the same thought as you guys. Like, this is how they try to pull ahead of AEW on Wednesday nights, but Charlotte's been jumping onto NXT Wednesday nights during the build for this match, and it has not helped the ratings, and I think that's going to reflect the winner here. Rhea Ripley retains, gets a massive bump by beating Charlotte, and really legitimizes herself as one of the greatest NXT Women's Champions of all time, because that is a massive stepping stone, especially on this stage. Moving right along, the Kabuki Warriors defend the women's titles against Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss. So excited, as you can tell.
Who you got in this one, Chicken? Pagak?
I got Bliss. I got Bliss and Cross. Just from what I've understood, that you almost want Kabuki Warriors to go back to singles matches, and seems like they've laid out the storyline for it a little bit. So, yeah, I don't know. I'll go with that.
Okay. My pick: Bliss and Cross applesauce. Yes. Yeah. I love that shit. I don't know why I do. Kabuki Warriors really work as a tag team.
They do.
When Charlotte's not trying to almost kill one of them, but they do work.
I agree.
But I think we got to get some new champions in the mix here, and this is a good way to do it.
I went kind of back and forth on this one. I feel like they're kind of the perfect champions of the women's division, but we don't know Kairi Sane's injury real situation, and there's been some questions about that. And I feel like they've made Alexa and Nikki chase these things for a while, so I'm picking Alexa and Nikki because it's WrestleMania. I got to go with my girl. Got to go with Alexa.
The goddess.
The goddess. Oh, it'll be beautiful. This one, oh boy, Edge versus Randy Orton in a last man standing match. This is going to be interesting to say the least. I'll just flat out say it. I got Edge because it's fucking Edge coming out of retirement for this.
Chicken, who you got?
Yeah. Same reason you were talking earlier. This was the pick that I had for feel good moment. Is we saw how the crowd reacted to Edge coming back. They want the W for Edge, and that'll get everybody riled up. I Edge all the way.
Okay, Phil.
Randy Orton said he was going to end Edge's story, and as it's been pointed out, Edge has just signed a 3-year contract. So I don't know how that is for a story ender there.
Sticking with Edge?
I'm going to go with Edge, and I'm adding a caveat that I think at the end of this match he retires the spear.
That'd be probably okay.
Yeah, I think we'd be all okay with that.
There's enough people doing it.
And that's how he fucked. Well, it wasn't that one spear.
Well,
Spinal stenosis is a lot of dumb decisions one at a time.
So, only a couple left. We're going to do this one first, obviously. John Cena versus The Fiend in a Firefly Funhouse match. Chicken, I'm sure you have not seen what was the House of Horrors match, but I feel like that's going to be very similar here with a Mr. Rogers feel. It was shot on a closed set. It was very kooky, very wacky, and this one's going to be very much like that, I feel like. But, I think it's going to be a really fun match to watch. So, who you guys got?
This one's either going to be like a revolutionizing in wrestling, or it's going to be the new Chamber of Horrors match. There's really no middle ground here.
Yeah.
Regardless, just because it's a Firefly Funhouse match, I think the Fiend is going to have some sort of showing of he was somehow dominant. I don't think you're going to get an actual ref going 1, 2, 3. Somehow I don't see that.
Okay.
But I think there is going to basically the last shot's just going to be the Fiend going or some crazy shit like that, and he's just declared the winner.
So you got the Fiend.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah. But it's going to be bizarre.
All right. Chicken?
I think it will be bizarre, Fiend.
Right.
Absolutely.
Last one.
We get that here.
Okay. Thought maybe shit was really hitting the fan here, folks.
No.
Okay. What we assume will be the main event on night 2. You heard that. Brock Lesnar defends the WWE World title against the man who won the 2020 Royal Rumble, and we got to see it fucking live and in person.
Oh, my God.
And probably the biggest attended pay-per-view in WWE this year, unfortunately.
Probably.
Drew McIntyre. Brock, Drew, world title. Who you got and why?
Chicken, I'll let you take this one.
Well, the little bit of homework I've done on I wasn't a big Drew McIntyre supporter, knower. I didn't even know who the hell the guy was until after you guys started really pushing him after the Royal Rumble and seeing that. So went back, watched a few. Think I'm caught up pretty well. I like what they're doing with him. I like where they're going with them. And I'm a naysayer of Brock Lesnar. I don't know. I know Phil said every time somebody says that he's, not showing up or doing a lot, then he comes back and throws off an amazing match. I don't think this is going to be that amazing match. I think Drew McIntyre gets it. And we'll see Lesnar come back with an amazing match later this year. I think it's time to pass it over for a little bit and yeah, maybe come at it with a new, a new rivalry with somebody else to get in the mix. Where's everything fall in? I don't know. Do we want to see oh God, I'm going to stop there because now I got stupid conspiratorial thoughts of future matches with Lesnar if he loses. So I'm sticking with Drew McIntyre.
All right, Phil, go ahead. God. I know. I debated this one myself.
It would make sense to go either way because Brock is a big name and to have the belt on him during these tumultuous times. But considering they're going to keep the belt on Goldberg, they don't really need to do that. And so I am going to say the Scottish psychopath Drew McIntyre, this considerably more hairy version than the last one.
True.
Is going to become WWE champion. It's hilarious. The guys at What Culture, like, oh, it's great. If he wins, he's British. If he loses, he's Scottish. They'll claim him as their own if he wins.
Okay. Again, I'm not loving my picks now that I'm hearing your guys' picks, but I went back and forth on this one a lot. As you said, I think it makes sense either way, given the unique circumstances that we're facing with the climate. We don't even know specifically if there's going to be live Raw and SmackDown really moving much further than the week after Mania. It's up in the air. We don't know. So it would make sense to put it on Drew for the feel-good closing of the show. It would make sense to keep it on Lesnar to have some sustainability in the title picture. Heyman's still running Raw, so
Brock and Goldberg being your two top guys, so are going to be draws in these.
Exactly. I had Drew McIntyre because it would make perfect sense. You have him win the Rumble. You have him knock off Lesnar at Mania. However, given the circumstances and given the fact that last year Brock Lesnar did the job in the opener to Seth Rollins, this year, given the circumstances, Brock Lesnar retains and makes McIntyre chase it to SummerSlam to really push this feud home. And Brock Lesnar is high on working with Drew McIntyre. He's a big fan of Drew McIntyre, and he sells his ass off and works his ass off if he wants to put you over. He gets the win here, and he puts him over at SummerSlam. That's my prediction. Brock Lesnar wins and keeps me Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast champion.
Well, folks, we will have to see. Chicken, got anything you'd like to say?
No, be looking forward to coming and grabbing that strap pretty soon.
Good luck with that.
You will have to be prying it out of my cold, dead fingers, sir, after I take it off of Tony G this evening, and I will usher in our world into a new world of extremeness, which that's really what this world needs, Tony, another reign of extreme. So, as I am known to say around here, folks, all that being said, folks, I can't help it. I know this is a weird one, but I'm still pumped. This is, whoa, Wrestlemania! Catch you there, folks.